Good evening, everybody. My name is Abdalrazzaq Arabiyat. I am the Managing Director of Jordan Tourism Board. Today, we will talk a little bit about the social media for destinations, and I will share with you Jordan experience with the social media and how we succeeded to um, present Jordan with the influencers. Jordan being from the first countries that cooperate with the social media and influencers since 2005, in the beginning of the Instagram, the beginning of the TikTok. Um, the World Bank mentioned Jordan in one of the reports back then, if you remember the Arab Spring, how to ask Jordan to convey the right message and to change the perception. So we adapt a strategy called perception management strategy, where we use the user-generated content from the influencers and the social media influencers to convey the right message. So a lot of influencers came to Jordan with a mega fam trip, and they convey the message. And it's very difficult and challenging since Jordan located between very hot spots, Iraq, Israel, Syria. So to prove that Jordan is the calm house between the noisy neighbors, it's very difficult to convey the message. Even His Majesty or the Minister of Tourism to coming to the media and talk about Jordan, that Jordan is safe, oasis of peace. We have a lot to offer. It was maybe difficult to convey, but the impact of the influencers who came to Jordan and experienced the country helped us a lot, and it was really a successful strategy to change the perception about the country. And nowadays we have a lot of friends from the travel bloggers who every year come as visitors, and they consider Jordan their second home to have their vacation yearly. So this is me, okay. So and nowadays, as you know, post-COVID, the behavior and the trends of the travel being changed. There's a paradigm shift in changing the travel behavior. There is nothing called bucket list. This is in my list. Life is too short, I want to travel. So we start listening or hearing new terms in the travel industry called the revenge travelers. I'm the one of them, so I want to travel every year. Every year you go and you plan your trips, but these years after post-COVID, people don't want to travel. So to use the importance of targeting a younger generation of consumer and for destination, you want to make sure that the product is ready and cater for their needs. So Jordan, as a country, we can cater for all generations. So you have the activities that younger generation would love to experience, especially the adventure tourism. So pushing the content through the influencers is very important to show what you have to offer, bring them to the country and share the experience within their platforms, very important. And by the way, the most reliable content is coming from the influencers. And the younger generation is looking as a model, and they are following the steps of the influencers, because it's real and it's not like the press release. Press release, you give it to the media. You are in a way or another, you are dictating on the journalist what to write about you. But the influencer, through his TikTok or Instagram or Facebook, just they broadcast and convey the real message, and there is an engagement with the experiences and the local community there and the site itself. The power of visual content such as videos, photos, and engaging the audience and driving convergence is very important. I'm always keep saying that I have my own term. It's good to have likes in your Facebook, you have reach, but you need to convert lookers to bookers as a destination. It's very important how to convert lookers to bookers when you put a call to action. So the video with the photo with a package, or to facilitate and to guide the audience and how you can book to Jordan. I'll give you an example. Now we have low-cost carriers to Jordan. Vueling start flying to Jordan, Ryanair, EasyJet, Wizz Air. It's very important to the content and the message should be engaged with a call to action activity. And you can fly with, let's say, this airline, and you can stay in these hotels, things to do in Amman, things to do in Wadi Ram, in Aqaba, in Petra, and with the price, and give him a suggested itinerary. It's very important with visuals. So if you have a video or pictures explaining the visitor journey, this will make a big difference how you engage the videos and the visuals with the audience. I want just to indicate something very important. Not necessarily the big influencers just to dedicate or to work with them. The micro influencers, the specialized influencers, the gastronomy, the fashion, the lifestyle influencers, maybe an adventure influencer. And this is an opportunity to explain to you what Jordan can offer. And I hope that we can have a video to show you what we can offer in Jordan as a destination. Jordan is a small country, but it's a sample of continents. We have it all. In the north, we have the greenery. This is Jordan, by the way. This is in the north of Jordan. We have the desert. We have the African atmosphere in the Finan area. We have the lowest point on earth, which is the Dead Sea. We have 15,000 archaeological sites in Jordan registered, like Petra, Jarash, and we have the new Amman. We have the Boulevard. We have Old Amman. Have Aqaba as a shore, and it's a beach destination with the nice hotels. So you go in a small country, proximity is 3 hours. You can go and live the 4 seasons in Jordan. Give you an example. Today in Amman, it's the degree. It's let's say 14 degrees, like Madrid. But in the Dead Sea, within 30 minutes, you can go to the lowest point on earth in Dead Sea. Within 30 minutes, you can swim. It's 23 now. So it's a 10 difference within 30 minutes. So the micro influencers can show this experience, and they can explain and engage with the audience and explain exactly what you can do and follow their steps. How effectively as a destination we measure the return on investment of influencer marketing campaigns and track the impact influencer content, brand awareness. You can measure that with the number of bookings you have now. We are working with the big OTAs. And by the way, now the new trend of marketing, now OTAs they're a game changer in the travel industry. They are working with influencers and send them to this destinations, and they can measure the booking through this online travel agent through the influencer. This is one of the KPIs. And the number of hits, or maybe the followers in your platform as a social media, and your Facebook page or your Instagram page or Twitter page, you can measure that. But the content that you send and you put and you communicate through these influencers. The role of social media platforms such as TikTok and Instagram in reaching and engaging with the younger audience. I think nowadays, especially in the Middle East, younger generations, because of the families and they are engaged with their parents, they are influenced their parents where to go, by the way. They are part of the decision. When you go and to analyze the relationship between the kids and with their parents, the parents are retrieving or taking the data or the opinion from their kids where to go. So the younger generation, they maybe tell their father or his mother that, wow, I saw a nice destination on TikTok or Instagram, let's go and visit. And they start showing their parents where to go. So they are playing a major role just to convince their parents. And the younger generation now became more independent, and they travel alone. They travel on, they call it the intrepid travelers. After Corona, after the COVID, the intrepid travelers now became the trendy now. It's a group of friends, younger generation, I want to travel. And they travel with the low-cost carriers or with the charters. They don't go with the legacy airlines because it's very expensive. It's due to the fact that the younger generation, they have maybe limited budgets, so the low-cost carriers is the platform or the best way to travel to destinations. That's why in Jordan, almost 90% of the passengers coming to Jordan out of the 300,000 every year brought to Jordan by the low cost are younger generation between 16 to 30. They're coming to Jordan. So we have new clientele, you have a new profile of passengers. And these are impacted and influenced by the social media. And the platforms that like TikTok and Instagram, always you are following the pages, you will see that the destination. So to make sure as a destination to be there and you put the right content and your social media or the influencers page. Of course, authenticity of any destination is very important, to be authentic. So the traveler, when he travels, he expects to try something new, to live like locals. So the content they want to show in the platforms, like in the social media, should be within the spirit and the flavor of your country. Don't show them what they have in their countries. For the Spanish, I will not show you paella in Jordan. Definitely, I will show you mansaf, hummus, falafel. I will show you the camel, the Bedouin life. So I will not show you what you have in your country, because as a tourist, you want to experience something new. So the authenticity, you should, the identity of the country should be reflected in your campaigns and the content that you are sharing with the others. So the values, the brand. Now, give you an example. Now, if you see Jordan, we launched a new brand called Kingdom of Time. Kingdom of Time is the new brand. So the content should be aligned with the content that you show to other platforms and your audience. Again, user-generated content, user-generated content. It's very important because it showcase of the destination and experiences an authentic way. When you see the lifestyle of the influencer, who they experience, and I give you this example of one of the bubbles. This is the Wadi Rum, by the way. This is in Jordan. This is a camp in Wadi Rum. It's like a bubble. It's inspired by the movie The Martian, if you saw the movie by Matt Damon, sorry. So this is a lovely picture where the influencers show the case and the experience of his journey in Jordan. Definitely the audience will like to copy or to follow his steps. So, and the content generated by the user, again, it's independent. People will look at it as a reel. It's not for marketing or nothing, just to show different messages. So people will trust this content because it's generated by the user himself. So all the destinations now, depending on the user-generated content to convey the right message about their destinations. Live streaming, very important, by the way, and interactive content, and reels, because, give you an example, let's say that something happened in Madrid, God forbidden, something happened, is not good. By live streaming, you show or in Amman in Jordan. Live streaming, very important to show the case that this place is safe. You can go and living and experiencing the place, and you go by live streaming and you broadcast lively what you are seeing, and you broadcast the scene and the event directly. So it's very important to use this kind of content to be broadcasted through live streaming and interactive content to show the case of the destination. So again, many tools, many platforms you can use. The technology now being changed, made the paradigm shift and the how you show and you promote your country. So as Jordan Tourism Board, we are on top of all what I mentioned in terms of the tools and the platforms to promote Jordan. And this is put Jordan, Visit Jordan and Jordan Tourism Board as a country, one of the top 10 destinations on the online presence because of this strategy. Storytelling, like this picture, you will go and the narrative of the destination is very important. People would like to listen to all the stories and the narrative of the destination, to the history, and to live like locals. And what is the idea behind this souvenir piece, or what the idea behind this meal? So the content of or the spirit of the flavor of the narrative that shows the authenticity of the country is very important. How you present it to your audience. So thank you. This is that all. I will not take from your time so much. I know that you are being pumped with the workshop since the morning, but again, to summarize, online presence is very important. The tourism sector is changing now. OTAs, influencers are playing a major role in the tourism industry now. So the destination should build a partnership to be aligned with the technology, to update themselves with the new platforms, the new technology of marketing. Now the artificial intelligence make a big difference in the in terms of the marketing. So once you are at the destination, build your strategy and your social media strategy accordingly, which is you have to change it every 3 months, by the way, the social media or the communication or the e-marketing strategy, because the technology every month you have something new, especially with the data management systems and how you deal with this kind of content. So this is all for today. Thank you very much for being with me today, and I'm ready for any question. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your presentation.
Do you want to show the video or do not have you have the video? You have it?
No.
Okay, so no questions.
Yes.
There's any questions here?
If they want, yes.
If
We
they
have
have
a
any
micro.
question? Great, so it was very clear. So thank you for your time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Abed.